Resonance in RLC series circuit. RLC series circuit is said to be at resonance if the applied voltage and current are in phase. That is, the circuit behaves as a purely resistive circuit and the power factor is unity. Consider the RLC series circuit energized with the source voltage Vm. In a purely resistive circuit, current is in phase with the applied voltage. In a purely inductive circuit, current lags the applied voltage by an angle 90 degree. In a pure capacitive circuit, current leads the applied voltage by an angle 90 degree. In an LC series circuit, the voltage across L, VL, and the voltage across C, VC, oppose each other. If the value of L and C are chosen such that the inductive reactance XL is equal to the capacitive reactance XC at a given frequency, the value of XL minus XC will be theoretically zero, leading to a high current flow through the circuit. The circuit is then said to be at resonance, and the frequency at which resonance occurs is called resonant frequency RF. XL equal to 2 pi RL, XC equal to 1 by 2 pi RC. In practice, there is no ideal elements, so the current is limited by the R in the circuit. Key points: at resonance, XL equal to XC at the resonant frequency. Effective impedance R equal to Z equal to R plus JXL minus JXC equal to R. Effective impedance is minimum, only R. Current is maximum. Voltage magnification occurs. Circuit behaves as acceptor circuit. Phasor diagram is given here in the figure. Resonant frequency RF. At resonant frequency, XL equal to XC, that is 2 pi RL equal to 1 by 2 pi RC. R square equal to 1 by 4 pi square LC. R equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC Hertz, or omega R equal to 1 by root LC radians per second. Quality factor. Quality factor is the ratio of reactive power in the inductor or capacitor to true power in the resistance in series with the inductor or capacitor. In other words, Q factor is the ratio of the reactance to the resistance. Q equal to XL by R equal to omega L by R equal to 2 pi RL by R, or Q equal to XC by R equal to 1 by omega RC equal to 1 by 2 pi RC. Q equal to voltage across L at resonance divided by voltage across R, that equal to VL by VR. VL equal to Q into VR. Q equal to voltage across C at resonance divided by voltage across R, that is VC by R. VC equal to Q into VR. Thus, the voltage across L or C may be made greater than the applied voltage at the resonance conditions. Because of this, Q factor is also known as magnification factor, and thus in series RLC circuits, voltage magnification occurs at the resonance condition. Impedance versus frequency. Consider the table showing the variation of impedance with respect to the frequency. The table is given here. From the table, as the frequency increases, the inductive reactance increases, the capacitive reactance decreases, and the resistance remains the same. At the resonant frequency, XL equal to XC, and the effective impedance Z equal to R plus JXL minus JXC equal to R. At the frequencies below the resonant frequency, XC is larger than XL. At the frequencies above the resonant frequency, XL is larger than XC. Thus, the variation in impedance with respect to the frequency is shown in figure. Current versus frequency. At resonant frequency, the impedance becomes minimum, R alone. and the current becomes the maximum. So as the frequency increases, the impedance decreases. Thus, the current increases and reaches the maximum at the resonant frequency. Further, as the frequency increases, the impedance increases. Thus, the current decreases. The variation in current with respect to the frequency is shown in figure. At the frequencies below the resonant frequency, Xc is larger than XL. Thus, the phase angle phi of the impedance is minus 90 degree less than or equal to phi less than 0 degree. At the resonant frequency, XL equal to Xc and the impedance is purely resistive. Thus, the phase angle of the impedance phi equal to 0 degree. At the frequencies above the resonant frequency, XL is larger than Xc. Thus, the phase angle of the impedance 0 less than phi less than or equal to 90 degree. Thus, the variation in phase angle with respect to the frequency is shown in figure. Power factor angle versus frequency. At the frequencies below the resonant frequency, Xc is larger than XL. Thus, the power factor of the circuit is leading in nature. 90 less than or equal to power factor angle less than 0. At the resonance frequency, XL equal to Xc and the impedance is purely resistive. Thus, the power factor is unity. Power factor angle equal to 0 degree. At the frequencies above the resonant frequency, XL is larger than Xc. Thus, the power factor of the circuit is lagging in nature. 0 degree less than power factor angle less than or equal to minus 90 degree. The curve showing the variation in response, that is voltage or current, with the variation in frequency is called frequency response curve. Figure shows the typical frequency response curve. Note, here current is considered as the response. Imax, maximum current at the resonance condition. Fr, resonant frequency in Hertz. F2, upper half power frequency. F1, lower half power frequency. Bandwidth equal to F2 minus F1 in Hertz. Half power frequencies. The two frequencies at which the power is half the power at the resonance are called as half power frequencies. The half power frequency which is greater than the resonant frequency is called upper half power frequency. F2. The half power frequency which is lesser than the resonant frequency is called lower half power frequency. F1. Impedance at the half power frequency is Z equal to root 2R. Current I equal to voltage by impedance V by Z. At the resonant frequency, the impedance becomes minimum R alone and the current becomes the maximum. Maximum current I max equal to voltage by impedance equal to V by R because impedance equal to R. Now I max by root 2 equal to V by root 2R. But Imax by root 2 equal to 0.707 Imax is the current at half power frequencies. Thus the magnitude of the impedance at half power frequency is root 2 R. Bandwidth. The bandwidth of frequencies between the upper and lower half power frequencies is called bandwidth. Bandwidth equal to F2 minus F1. Bandwidth of any system is the range of frequencies for which the response, voltage or current, is greater than or equal to 0.707 of its maximum value. At the half power frequencies, we have Z equal to root of r square plus x square, which is equal to root 2 into r. That is r square plus x square equal to 2r square. X square equal to r square, mod x equal to r. At f1 less than fr and xc greater than xl, therefore xc minus xl equal to r. 1 by omega 1 c minus omega 1 l equal to r. At f2 greater than fr and xc less than xl, therefore xl minus xc equal to r. Therefore omega 2 into l minus 1 by omega 2 into c equal to r. Adding 1 and 2, omega 2 minus omega 1 into l plus 1 by c into 1 by omega 1 minus 1 by omega 2 equal to 2r. Omega 2 minus omega 1 into l plus 1 by c into omega 2 minus omega 1 by omega 1 into omega 2 equal to 2r, because omega r equal to 1 by root lc, omega r square equal to 1 by lc equal to omega 1 into omega 2. Omega 2 minus omega 1 into l plus omega r square into l is into omega 2 minus omega 1 by omega r square equal to 2 into omega 2 minus omega 1 into l, which is equal to 2r. Omega 2 minus omega 1 into l equal to r, or omega 2 minus omega 1 equal to bandwidth equal to r by l, or f2 minus f1 equal to bandwidth equal to r by 2 pi l. In 3, bandwidth is expressed in radians per second, whereas in 4 it is in hertz. Using 4, lower half hour frequency f1 equal to fr minus bandwidth by 2, which is equal to fr minus r by 4 pi l. Upper half power frequency f2 equal to fr plus bandwidth by 2 equal to fr plus r by 4 pi l. Series resonance circuit as acceptor circuit. Q equal to XL by R, which is equal to 2 pi FR into L by R. We have F2 minus F1 equal to bandwidth, which is equal to R by 2 pi L. F2 minus F1 by FR equal to bandwidth by FR, which is equal to R by 2 pi FR into L, which is equal to 1 by Q. Q equal to FR by bandwidth. A low value of R results in large Q. Large Q means bandwidth is low. Low bandwidth means response curve is sharp. Thus, by making the Q factor high, series resonance circuit can be used to select one frequency and reject all other frequencies. That is, a high Q factor circuit is more selective than a low Q factor circuit. Hence, a series resonance circuit is also known as an acceptor circuit, and which can be used to obtain magnification of signals of a particular frequency. Resonance in RLC parallel circuit. Consider the RLC parallel circuit. The values of the branch currents depend upon the impedance R or XL or XC of the corresponding branch. Resistive branch current in phase with the voltage. Capacitive branch current leads the voltage by an angle 90 degree. Inductive branch current lags the voltage by an angle 90 degree. Thus, the capacitive and inductive branch currents are 180 degree out of phase. That is, current flows in the opposite direction. At resonance, XL equal to XC, the inductive and capacitive currents are equal but opposite to each other. Thus, the resultant current is minimum, which indicates that the impedance is maximum at parallel resonance condition. In the RLC parallel circuit shown, Y equal to YR plus YL plus YC, which is equal to 1 by R plus 1 by JXL plus 1 by minus jxc. 1 by r plus j into 1 by xc minus 1 by xl equal to g plus jp. At resonance, imaginary part of y is 0, that is b equal to 0, xl equal to xc. The resonant frequency is given by 2 pi fr into L equal to 1 by 2 pi fr into C, that is fr square equal to 1 by 4 pi square LC. Fr equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC in Hertz, or omega r equal to 1 by root LC in radians per second. At resonance state, the currents in the inductive and capacitive branches are higher than the source current. Thus, there is a resonant current step up in a parallel resonance circuit, that is Q equal to IC by I equal to IL by I, or IC equal to Q into I, IL equal to Q into I. Key points. The impedance of a parallel resonance circuit is maximum at resonant frequency. The current of a parallel resonance circuit is minimum at resonant frequency. At frequencies below Fr, most of the current flows through the coil. At frequencies above Fr, most of the current flows through the capacitor. The sharpness of the response curve depends on the Q factor. The parallel resonance circuit, also called as rejector circuit, as it can be used to reject a particular frequency. Current versus frequency and admittance versus frequency. The impedance of a parallel resonance circuit is maximum at resonant frequency and the current is minimum. At frequencies below the resonant frequency, most of the current flows through the coil, whereas at frequencies above the resonant frequency, most of the current flows through the capacitor. The admittance of the ideal parallel resonance circuit is given by y equal to yr plus yl plus yc, that is equal to 1 by r plus 1 by j into xl plus 1 by minus jxc, which is equal to 1 by r plus j into 1 by xc minus 1 by xl, which is equal to g plus jb. The variation in line current with respect to frequency is shown in figure below. Comparison between RLC series and parallel resonance circuit. The table is given below. Important terms. Phase sequence. The order in which the three phases attain the maximum value. In three-phase system ABC or RYB, the frequency sequences are ABC or RYB and ACB or RBY. Phase difference. The relative difference between the two phases. Symmetrical system. Various voltages are equal in magnitude and are displaced from one another by an equal angle, that is 120 degree. Balanced system. Various voltages are equal in magnitude, various current are equal in magnitude, and the phase angles are the same for each phase, 120 degree. Balanced load. Impedances of all three phases are equal. Power factor is the same for all phases. Unbalanced load. Magnitude of impedances or power factor for both are different for different phases. Methods of connection of three-phase systems. Three windings of the three-phase system can be connected in two ways. 1. Star or Y connection. 2. Delta or mesh connection. In a star connection, the similar ends of the three phases are joined at a common point 0. In a delta connection, the finishing end of the one winding is connected to the starting end of the other, and so on. Figure shows the star and the delta connections. S is the starting point and F the finishing end. Line and phase voltages. The potential difference between any two lines is called line voltage VL. In RYB system, The three phases are R, Y, and B. The line voltages are VRY, VYB, and VBR. In ABC system, the three phases are A, B, and C. The line voltages are VAB, VBC, VCA. The phase difference between the two adjacent line voltages is 120 degree. The potential difference across a single winding between a phase and a neutral is called the phase voltage VPH. In RYB system, the three phases are R, Y, and B, and the phase voltages are VRN, VYN, and VBN. In ABC system, the three voltages are A, B, and C. The phase voltages are VAN, VBN, VCN. The phase difference between the two adjacent phase voltages is 120 degrees. Relation between line and phase voltages. Consider three-phase system connected in star and delta configuration with ABC phase sequence. Star connection. VL equal to VAB equal to VAN minus VBN, which is equal to 2 into VPH cos 30 equal to root 3 VPH. Delta connection. VL equal to VPH. Three-phase reactive power Q. Three-phase reactive power equal to 3 into reactive power per phase, that is 3 into VPH into IPH into sin phi, where phi is the angle between the phase voltage and the corresponding phase current. For a star connected load, three-phase reactive power equal to root 3 VLIL sin phi. For a delta connected load, three-phase reactive power equal to root 3 VLIL sin phi. Thus, three-phase complex power is equal to P plus JQ volt ampere or VA. Balanced delta connected load. Load is said to be balanced if the impedances of all three phases are equal. Power factor is same for all phases. Unbalanced star connected three-wire load. Neutral shift voltage. Figure shows a three-phase three-wire unbalanced star connected load ZA not equal to ZB not equal to ZC. The common point of the star connection is O and the supply neutral is N. These 2 points O and N are isolated. When the system is energized, there exists a voltage between O and N due to the shift of neutral, and hence it is called neutral shift voltage or neutral displacement voltage VON. This voltage can be measured using a voltmeter connected between O and N.